K-Rock 955, Tom and Loggy. We have a very special guest joining us now, live via Zoom. It's Dean Lewis, the man.
How exciting. Hi, Dean.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. How you going?
All right, it's really good.
We're stoked.
Again, hey, so this week you've already been, Loggy, you've been part of an Adelaidean sandwich between myself and Poe.
Yes, that's
now
right.
You're part of a Lewis sandwich because I'm Tom Lewis. You're Dean Lewis.
How did I get in this sandwich?
I'm Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, well, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Lewis. It's a rare but common name. It's kind of, you know what I mean? It's not common, but it's also not quite rare. So it's a pleasure to be in the presence of another Lewis.
I've been running gear that Lincoln Lewis is my half brother, and that Wally just made a rogue trip down to Adelaide, which is before I was born.
You could have, yeah. I mean, NRL, is there an Adelaide team? I'm trying to think.
No, there was for 5 minutes in the 90s. That's it.
Right.
That's it.
Well,
Anyway.
I'm sorry I'll never be able to enjoy this with a Tamuskus because I'm ethnic and that is my surname, and I don't think I'm ever going to let you two be in a Tamuskus sandwich, although maybe. No,
Heaps of you. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
There's
know,
heaps
but
of
anyway, no
Damascus.
one famous.
Anyway, Dean Lewis is not here to talk about our family and whose dad might be Wally Lewis. Mate, where are we finding you at the moment? Are you over in WA at home?
No, I'm in Stockholm.
Yeah.
In Sweden. Yeah. I'm just over here doing a little, doing all these shows in Europe. We did this little sold out run of I'm almost at the end of it. We did Berlin, Hamburg, Amsterdam, and I did Stockholm last night, and I'm doing Dublin tomorrow. And it's been epic just getting out here and playing shows again, man. It was like I didn't know if this would ever happen again. So it's been so cool.
I love the gigs that I've seen you play. They seem like intimate. You can see just the happiness on people's faces to be right up basically in your grill again as you're playing and singing. Do you feel that as well? Obviously, is there excitement there obviously for you too?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's weird when, I was touring for 4 years before when Waves and Be Alright came out, when things were so crazy. Then having 2 years off, it was all such a blur. And I think in the 2 years off, I kind of went, wow, you had these amazing opportunities around the world and you were not present for any of it. Not for any cool reason, just because I was like, I lived with my nan when I was 26 and then I got a record deal. So it was like, when I got this opportunity, my song started blowing up. I'm like, I don't want to go back to that. So I was trying to get to the next city, the next song, and keep moving because I could make something of my life. So the 2 years off, now doing these shows again, it's like I'm seeing people for the first time, seeing them sing. And it's like, I can take this on and I'm grateful for it. And it's so cool. And I think it gave me a good appreciation of what I was missing, having so long off with all these restrictions.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are realising that now that things are opening up again. They've got a new appreciation just for being able to go and visit their grandparents or visit their family and that kind of thing. Do you get to go home much to WA?
Yeah, I actually just moved to Nashville.
Right.
So it's basically the most amazing music. They call it the Music City, obviously. It's, it was known for country music, but the whole, all of Los Angeles and a lot of people around the world, it's such an amazing place to create music. And so I've just kind of got a place over there and I'm just actually moving in 2 weeks. So I want to be based over there for a little bit, but coming back and forth between there and Australia.
So that means you're going to have a white Christmas then?
Yes, it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. I mean, I'm in Sweden right now, and it is the coldest I've ever seen, and it gets dark at 3 p.m. Like pitch black.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
What a place.
It's really surreal.
Is everybody 7 foot tall and blonde?
Yeah, you know what's crazy? In Holland, no joke, I'm 6'2" or 6'3", and I've never seen so many tall people. The average height has got to be 6'2" in Holland. It's unbelievable. But there are a lot of blonde people here for sure. Yeah,
amazing.
There you go. So you're hitting none of those markers there, unfortunately. But you are Dean Lewis, so that's good. We are very excited for your new music, and Looks Like Me is your latest single. How does this one feel for you personally?
I mean, great. Look, so basically I wrote the song about when Be Alright was kind of blowing up. I had this sort of friendship that kind of every time I'd get too close, she'd kind of pull back a little bit. And so what I did was I wrote the song about the story, and I included all these little things that happened on the road. Like, for instance, after I came off the road, when Be Alright blew up, I went to Los Angeles and I stayed at the Andaz Hotel on Sunset Boulevard, and I just walked down Sunset Boulevard every night and listened to my demos. So I put that in the song in the second verse, and all these little things that she told me, I put them all in there. And I'm just really proud of the song. And whenever I'd show my friends, they'd love it. And so I'm really proud of the song.
Do you have people come back when you write songs that have references to people? Do they ever come back and go, "Is that about me?"
Yeah, well, we didn't mean this girl and talk, but she heard the song and she loved it. Like, she loved it. We spoke, it was a long time ago. It's probably about a year ago we stopped kind of talking. It was actually not even it didn't end in any really bad way. It was just like, it's not the vibe, you know. But she loved the song. Loved the song. It just wasn't working out. But no, to answer your question.
No, not a lot of people do talk smack about you. But there is one person that has been, though.
You may not be aware of this, but look, we have had a bit of a running thing at the moment, actually over the last probably 2-3 months, about yourself and Vance Joy. So I don't know, we were just spitballing on air one time, which is basically our whole show.
Yeah,
And I said to Log, who do you think would win in a fight between Vance Joy and Dean Lewis?
Oh, that's tough.
Right.
What did you guys think? What did you say?
Well, it's not what we thought.
It's not about... she thought Vance Joy.
I did think Vance. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I know we're talking a lot about height today. So I'm about 6'2", 6'3". Vance Joy's 6'6".
Yeah.
He's the tallest man I think I've ever seen. He's going to have a lot of reach on me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he's throwing the jab, I'm probably screwed.
Okay. Well,
you know what I mean?
yeah. Before you
go on and actually make a call, we had Vance on 3 weeks ago, and this is what he had to say about the situation.
I met Dean, and he's not a small fry. Like, I think I'm kind of tall, but I think he might be. I don't know. Look, you got to back yourself in, but I don't know. He might have white line fever, and I'm not saying that I'm throwing down the gauntlet or making, not saying this has got to happen, but if it's got to happen, it's got to happen.
Okay.
What say you to that? If it's got to happen, it's got to happen, Dean.
No, I'm going to give it to Vance, man. Like that reach, I'm not going to stand a chance. I've been hitting the gym. I've been working out. But no, he's 6'6". It's not a fair matchup, man. He's in like the ultra heavyweights. I'm in the heavyweights.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Just here's the last little bit of what he had to say.
He's a lovely guy. Like, we have met a bunch of times, a couple of times, and he's a lovely dude, and I love his music. But we could do it like in a safe space, and we both, whatever.
Mate.
You guys set it up, and we'll. I don't know if he wants to go, but I'll be there.
Do you want to go, Dean?
What a legend. Yeah, you guys reminded me of like the YouTube fights everyone's having right now. Like Jake Paul, and they're kind of blowing up. Look, you know what? He's one of the nice guys. I've never told this story. I was such a fan of his. Like, he's such he paved the way for singer-songwriters in the modern era in Australia. And I actually, when we met, he gave me his email, and I emailed him asking for some advice about songwriting and stuff like that. And he's such a great guy. And I've never told that story, but he gives his time to everyone, and he's so talented, and he's one of the best guys. So
That's awesome.
Man, that sucks, because he's like, on this tour, I've got a date in Bustleton. So if you can get Dean to Bustleton, and then I was like, let's call it the Tussleton in Bustleton. It was going to be a massive,
That's a great name. That's a great name. That's
Rumble in the Jungle style. No, okay, fine.
So this is what you guys are working on. This is what's on the whiteboard today. I love it. I love
100%.
it.
We just want to get into Perth, really. I mean, WA won't let us in. We're in Victoria, so anything we can do to get over there.
No,
but,
I love it.
Yeah.
Good thinking. It's a unique way in. I love it.
Thanks.
Always got to have an angle, mate. Hey, we are loving, Looks Like Me, mate. We love the song, and we just love what you're doing. Good luck over in the States, living in Nashville.
Yes.
Please don't forget about us. Please do come back.
No. Oh man, like I'm back in a few weeks. I'm coming back and doing some small shows. So thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it, guys.
All right, we'll catch up with you again real soon.
Thanks, legend.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys.
Too easy. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much.
Fresh Daily with Tom and Loggy on K-Rock 955.